Plus Double Dutch Club was started by Pamela Robinson in Chicago in May 2016 and is now taking the nation by storm. I'm here at the Hickory Hill Community Center where the Richmond chapter is truly showing that age is nothing more than a number. The sound of laughter fills the air as the women let their cares melt away, if only for a little while. The group provides a safe space for prayer, fellowship, and friendship. All of the women are 40 or older, and they wear their ages proudly on their backs. All skill levels are welcome.
Very well. I mean, one of the things that made me join was that they were so warm and so welcoming and just patient with you, and they really encourage you to get in that rope and try.
If you have physical limitations that may prevent you from jumping rope, the club also does activities such as line dancing, hopscotch, and hula hoop. The club brings the art of jump rope to the community, participating in festivals and events around the city. If you are a woman age 40 or older, need a place to unwind and escape for a little over an hour a week, then 40 Plus Double Dutch Club may be for you. For Around Richmond, I'm Naya Royal. Good evening. I am the host of Around Richmond, Naya Royal, and I am here with the captain of 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, Teresa Shackelford, and I'm also here with a member, Tara McKeechin. And I'm also a member of the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, as you can see from the video. So we want to get right into it. We want to talk to Ms. Shackelford first about the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club and what it's all about. So Ms. Shackelford, as we heard in the video, the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club was started by Pamela Robinson in 2016.
Yes.
What is the club's mission?
The mission of the club is to empower women in their mental health and physical fitness, all while inspiring friendship, fitness, fun, and fellowship.
Yes, yes. So what goals have you set as the Richmond Subclub captain?
As the Richmond Subclub captain, I want to make sure we carry out the mission, first of all. Also, I want to have greater exposure for the Richmond, Virginia Subclub. And the other thing is, I want to make sure every woman that comes into our club for a meetup never leaves the way that she came. We want to make sure she had a great time, positive attitude, and want to come back to be with us again.
Yes, yes, that sounds good. Now, how does somebody get involved with the club?
Well, we're all over every platform of social media. If they want to go to Facebook.com, they can do it. Facebook.org, they can go to Instagram, TikTok, anywhere you have social platforms, they can find the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club.
All right. Now, what are some upcoming events for the National Club first?
Okay, so the big event coming up for the National, the most important thing is the National Play Day. That is going to be the last weekend in July 28th through the 30th. That Friday night, they're going to have a gala. And that gala, all of the funds that are raised at that gala will be used for the No Sister Left Behind Fund. And this is where any sister in the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club that experience a hardship, death, or any type of loss, these monies will be used to assist that sister with those needs. And then on that Saturday morning, we will meet up from 9 to 12. There is all of the things that we do at our regular meetup. It's going to be one big fellowship, one with all of our sisters, not just from the U.S., but across the world. So it's going to be jumping rope, double dutch, single rope. It's going to be hopscotch. It's going to be jacks. All of the games that we do in our regular sub club, we're going to be doing it on that Saturday morning. And then on Sunday, there's going to be a prayer walk, which is, I'm very excited about the prayer walk. So all of the ladies will gather and walk, do a prayer walk, and it's going to be led by Stephanie A. Roberts. And then on Sunday, I'm excited about this
Yes,
too.
it sounds exciting.
Yep, the game, the WNBA game. I've never been to a WNBA game,
Oh,
so
wow.
we're going to be attending a WNBA game where the sisters of the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club are going to be singing the national anthem. So I'm really, really excited about what we have coming up at the end of July nationally.
Now, nationally, where is this the play date going to take place, and how does somebody get more information?
Okay, here again, they can go to our website,
Yes.
40plusdoubledutchclub.com or 40plusdoubledutchclub.org.
Yes.
It's going to be in Chicago, Illinois. It's where it all began. It started in Chicago, and that's where the national play date will take place, in Chicago.
All right, that sounds great.
Really excited about it, and a lot of the ladies are really excited about it as well. From the Richmond, Virginia Subclub, there are going to be 9 of us, I think, attending the national play date.
All right, that sounds great. Now, we do a lot of stuff nationally, but here with the Subclub, we do have a lot of activities that we participate in as well. What are some of the upcoming events that we have?
Okay, so we've already done many things this past, the start of the summer already. We participated in an end of the year celebration with Mayberry Elementary School. We went to the school and we jumped with the children. We also taught the children to jump. And then we just recently attended the Juneteenth celebration at Dorey Park, which was really, really a lot of fun. When we go out to places like that, we pull out our rope and start to jump. But as you know, everybody wants to join in on the fun. You know, it takes them back to their childhood as well. And so they have a great time interacting with us, and we have a great time interacting with them. So we have that. And we also have another engagement coming up that's at Metropolitan Baptist Church in Petersburg. We'll be going over there to teach the children to jump. We have another event on the calendar that's going to take place in September with the NAACP Gloucester chapter, and we're looking forward to that. All of those things are in the works, but we are constantly doing things in the community, and we're always excited about getting out into the community and spreading the word and doing what we do, because once we get out there, they see us, they want to join in too.
Yes. So that sounds good. Now for Miss McEachin, we want to ask you some questions. Okay. How did you find out about the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club?
Well, Katina Downey, she's also a member. She had posted a post on Facebook, one of our platforms, and I just made a comment like, oh yeah, I'll come out and turn some rope. And, you know, so she was very adamant about inviting me, and like encouraging me to come, I should say. And then, so one Thursday I happened to come out, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So
Now, what has the club meant to you?
Couple of things. First of all, other than just fun, but it is really a sisterhood. You know, we call ourselves sisters, and it's definitely a sisterhood. It's somewhere again where you're just gonna have an outlet of just having fun and forget about what's going on at home for an hour and a half. And then there's also things that we do, like Miss Teresa just mentioned, outside, helping the community. So all of those things come together and just playing some old school games.
Yeah.
Fun. Now, what are some type of events that you've participated in with 40 Plus?
Well, interesting enough, I don't know if Miss Teresa remembered this, but on Thursday, when I came out with them that Thursday, so at the end of the session, we do a little sister circle. And so we get in the sister circle, and Miss Teresa make an announcement, and they had planned to participate in a back to school rally.
Yes.
And it was that Saturday. And I had, like I said, I just showed up that Thursday, so I was like, oh, free Saturday, I'm going to go out. And it was so funny because when I walked up to Miss Teresa, she didn't know who I was because my hair had changed. You know how we do. And I was like, oh, I'm Tara, and I came out, and I just wanted to come out and help. And then I got to meet some more sisters because, you know, not everybody was there on Thursday. So got to meet some more people, and so that was one of the events. Again, that was a back to school event. The Mayberry event that she mentioned, the Juneteenth event that she mentioned. So those are some of the events that I participated in.
Okay, and for me, I am a double Dutch sister as well.
Yes.
And so, yes, so the way that I found out about 40 Plus Double Dutch is through Facebook.
Yes.
I'm from Philadelphia and I love jumping rope. And so since I moved to Richmond, it's been like a void, so I've wanted to join, jump rope with people who are my age.
Yes.
And so I went on Facebook. I know Facebook is a networking platform. So I just did a search for Double Dutch, and 40 Plus Double Dutch came up. And I said, 40 Plus Double Dutch, what is this, And this is a couple of years ago. And so I looked into it. It looked really fun. I was like, wow, is there something like this in Richmond? And so I just posted and I asked the question, is there something like this in Richmond? I was sent Teresa Shackelford's information, and I sent her a direct message, and she was so nice, so friendly, got me connected, invited me out to the meeting at the Hickory Hill Community Center, and the rest is history. I really enjoyed the club. It's good to get that hour in, and just fun, laughter. I participated in all types of events at schools, and you always see the kids very excited.
Yes.
There's all types of things that we do, and it's just very, very fun, and it reminds me of childhood. And I'm so happy to have a group of people who like to do the same thing that I like to do, because a lot of times, like, I'm carrying the rope around to different family functions and nobody wants to jump. So it's very, very nice, and I'm glad I found these sisters.
Yes. Interesting enough, when I tried in 2019, the Richmond Subclub kicked off in 2020. In 2019, I was desperately looking for some women to jump rope with, but I couldn't get enough. I had to have 5. Pamela gave me to go ahead to start a subclub in Virginia, in Richmond, but you had to have 5 girls to start, and I could not get 5 girls. There were 5 girls out there, but we were not connecting the dots. Once everybody got on the same page, we were off and running. It took a minute, but it took until 2020 to really get the subclub moving.
Now, so how many members do we have now?
Okay, so we have about over 100 members in our subclub. Not everyone is active. I would say throughout a month's time, 35 to 40 women come out during the month, not all at the same time, but throughout the month. And so we have really, really picked up. One of the things that helped us a lot with publicity, when we go out to the community and jump, we get exposure then. People are always asking, how can I find you? When can we come? And so that helps us when we get into the community. Also, when the national group aired on Sherry Shepherd's show, we got a lot of exposure then, and so that helped our build up too. It helped us increase the number. So any type of exposure that we do really helps us, because there are women out there that want to jump. We just haven't connected all of the dots yet.
So now we're going to move on to some Double Dutch memories. I know my fondest childhood Double Dutch memory is, actually, I started jumping rope when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
I can tell, You're a jumper.
Yeah, so being from Philadelphia, it was our pastime.
Yes.
So, the boys on the playground, they would play basketball. The girls would jump rope.
Yes.
And then when we got home from school, we would jump rope until the streetlights came on. Until the street lights came on. And then, that's just what we did. So it was a part of every day. So I remember that like yesterday. And that's such a good childhood memory. And that's something that I just, I'm glad that I can recapture with this club.
So I'm so glad that you have interacted and hooked up with the Richmond, Virginia ladies, because you're certainly an asset to our club. As for me, I didn't jump double dutch when I was a child. I grew up in Surrey County, and we jumped a lot of single rope. We played a lot of childhood games, but double dutch wasn't one of them. I was exposed to double dutch. My grandmother lived in New York, Jamaica, Queens. So I would go to spend summers with my grandmother. And so one summer when I went to stay with Grandma, the kids on 143rd Street were jumping double dutch. Well, they taught me how to jump. That was my only exposure to double dutch. But it affected me so much that I never forgot it. I didn't jump anymore until 2019. From age 10 or 11 is when I was there last. Not last, but when I was there, when they taught me how to do this. I didn't jump anymore until 2019 when we started, when I joined 40 Plus Double Dutch. So just that little interaction one summer,
Wow.
it impacted me so much that that was something that I knew that I wanted to do again.
Well, in my neighborhood, we did more, I think we did more single rope than double dutch, but there was some double dutch, and I remember just one evening being at a sister's house, and some girls was out playing double dutch, and they were like 2 years older than me, 2 or 3 years older than me, but when you're a kid, you think, oh, they're grown, I can't play with them. But one of the ladies was like, well, one of the girls, she was like, come on, you can jump with us, but I wanted to go play with the other kids. So anyway, I tell that story because when I joined this club, I spoke with the girl, her name is Samantha Thompson, so I spoke with Sam, and I said, Sam, you remember, I said, I remember this day when I was playing, and she said, yes, because I thought you were too old to be playing with my cousins, so I invited you to come play with us, and I was like, well, that's funny, because I was just like 1 year older than them, but you all were like 2 and 3 years older than me, but thank you. And that's the only vivid memory I have, although I know there was other times, but I just remember that interaction the most.
Yes, so if you want to join in on the conversation, you can call in. The phone number is 804-646-7172. That's 804-646-7172. So now we're going to move on and we're going to talk or have a conversation with asking more questions. Have you ever taught double dutch to someone else? How did it go?
Well, we are constantly trying to teach double dutch to other people each week because there's always someone like me that comes in and says, I haven't jumped in 50 years, but I want to do this. And so sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't. But for the majority of the time, if they come back a couple times, they're going to get it. We have some fine ladies who know how to work very well with people who come in who's not jumped in a very long time. They're going to get it. All they have to do is be patient. They're going to get it. There's no question in my mind. In fact, we have a few ladies that just started not long ago, a month ago. They weren't jumping, but those ladies are turning around and doing all kinds of things in the ropes now. So, yes, we will teach you. It may not be me specifically, but the ladies in the group, we get together. We make sure anyone who wants to learn how to jump double dutch will definitely learn how to jump.
Yes, and I know as you said in the piece that we saw at the beginning of the show, you were saying how everybody was very kind and helpful
and
with the process of learning.
Very patient.
With learning to jump rope. And and so that's one thing that I like about 40 Plus Double Dutch Club. Everybody is very welcoming.
Yes.
Everybody is very friendly, and it's just
No
like
sister
one big,
left behind.
no sister left behind. And so if you are thinking about joining 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, if you feel that you might not have the skills to jump, it doesn't matter, because we will teach you. A lot of people started off and didn't know how to jump at all and now can jump very well. It's just a very supportive atmosphere, and come on and have some fun.
And the other thing is, we just don't jump double dutch.
Oh, yeah.
We do hula hoop.
Yeah.
We do hopscotch. We play jacks. A lot of you line dancers. A lot of you used to jump. Play Bobby jacks, and I know you know about that. And so, don't not come out and join us if you feel like you can't jump double dutch, because we do all different kinds of. Just the fellowship alone is a lot. Lemon twist. Yes, we do all the hand games. Yes, tweedly tweed. So it's not just about jumping double dutch.
Hello, around Richmond.
Yes, I have a question for you and a comment.
Okay. What is your question?
Yes, I have a question for you and a comment.
Can you turn down your television a little bit, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Now,
What's your question?
my question is for those seniors who are jealous of you as you are sitting there and telling us about all of this activity, do you need any cheerleaders? Can we cheer for you?
Yes, of course you can come out, bring it on. Come out, cheer. We actually have pom-poms that are the colors. We have pom-poms that are the colors of 40 Plus Double Dutch. So come on, cheer us on, and yeah, you can be part of the fellowship, part of the fun.
There's room for
And
all
the comment
women.
that I have is that I was impressed by the prayer walk. How do you incorporate prayer into Double Dutch?
Every meetup, we are not a Christian organization, but we are faith-based. And so at the end of every meetup, we have prayer. And the reason we do this is because we want to thank the good Lord above for allowing us at this age, 40 and up, to be doing the things that we do at this age. So yes, we end every fellowship, every meetup with prayer.
Okay, now can you give me your, how to get in touch with you again? Is it 40 plus, the plus sign, or is it 40, how is that done? Is it a 40 plus?
Yeah, you can use the plus.
sign?
Yeah, you can use the plus sign, but even if you type out 40 plus PLUS Double Dutch, you're gonna get us.
Very good. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your program. It's very interesting. Thank you.
And thank you. All right, so that was great. That was great to hear from a caller. Again, if you want to chime in on the conversation, 804-646-7172. That's 804-646-7172. Now, Miss Teresa was talking about some of the things that we do. We do some hula hoop. We play all different types of games. We actually have different type of hula hoop that you might not be used to seeing here with us. Now, I know most people are familiar with the traditional circular hula hoop with the beads in it, or maybe even the weighted hula hoop. But here we have a different type of hula hoop that we use on a regular basis. It's a wooden hula hoop. It operates the same way, but it gives you a little bit more weight. And so coming to the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, this was the first time I was introduced to this hula hoop. So it was very interesting and very fun actually to try out. But you got to be careful with this, because it is a weighted wooden hula hoop. But it does a body good because
Very good workout.
It's a very good workout. And then we had some other things. Miss Teresa has a whole big goodie bag of things.
So this is the Double Dutch rope. A lot of people don't understand that it's actually a clothesline.
Yeah,
it's a 50-foot clothesline.
50-foot clothesline. So that's what we jump rope with. And so you can go to Lowe's. You can go to your local hardware store and get a clothesline. It's good exercise and it's very affordable.
And this is Epsom salt that many of us need to use once we go home after we jump for an hour.
In the 40 plus group.
Exactly. If you're 40 and up, chances are you're going to need this after you jump. And then we have some cards, business cards and things of that sort. And we have how you can get in touch with us. We got our playbook, all of the hopscotch, the line dances, and the songs that we sing. Just a whole plethora of things. All of these things can be found online as well. If you go to Facebook and type in 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, you're going to get all of this information.
Okay, so next we're going to move on to fitness in Double Dutch, especially for the 40 plus age group. Now, what is the importance of stretching? I know that we stretch or we do some type of warm-up every meetup before we get started. So why is that part of our routine?
Listen, if you're our age and you haven't jumped in a very long time, and what can happen? We have two young ladies now, we call them the boot ladies, because they didn't warm up or stretch enough. And so things happen. One tore her Achilles tendon, and the other one had a foot injury. But not just that, we need to stretch at our age. No matter what type of exercises you do, you need to stretch first, go slow, warm your calves up, warm your arms up, warm your waist up, because when you're jumping double dutch, you're going to be using all of these muscles. Even if you're not jumping, you're going to be turning, you're still going to be using your shoulder muscles. All of this work together. So it is absolutely critical that we warm up and stretch before we do any jumping. Otherwise, we learn the hard way that it can be detrimental to our health, and we don't want that.
Now, we want to discuss the physical and also the mental benefits of jumping double dutch. So, the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club is not just for physical fitness and exercise, but we also go there after a long day of work or after a long week, and it's a way to de-stress.
It absolutely is. I had a young lady at the end of our last meetup, in fact, she said, I needed this today. She said, I'm so glad I pressed to get here, because she had a long day, a lot of things were pressing down on her, but yet when you come to double dutch, you forget about yourselves just for a moment. You forget about the stresses of your life. You forget about, not that you don't care about the things that are going on in your life, but you forget about the children momentarily, what they're dealing with or what they're having you deal with. You forget about your spouse, your job, all of those things. I mean, those things are routine things that stress us. So when we come back just for a little bit, for an hour and a half, we go back to our childhood. We play childhood games. It just takes us back to a time that we didn't have all of those stresses. So for the mental part of it, it really does wonders for anybody who comes out to play with us.
Yeah. So I actually was reading, we actually have a call coming in. So let me answer the phone. And caller, you're on with Around Richmond.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, can you turn down your television, please?
Hello, yeah.
Hello, I can hear you now.
Yes, I have a question.
Sure, what's your question?
Yes, are men able to participate?
Unfortunately not. Men are not, well, fortunately not, because we need a break from everybody except for ourselves. No, men is only for women that are ages 40 and up. Men are not allowed to participate.
Are there any double dutch clubs for men?
Not that I'm aware of. If there are, I'm not aware of them, but this club that we are in, the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, is for women only.
And the reason being is because we need a space where we can commune, where we can just have that time with our sisters.
Yes.
And just, this is a space for us to just have that communal fellowship with each other. Mm-hmm. And so it's something that is exclusively us.
When we're in the community, jumping with the community at events, men, women, children, anybody who's in a community, when we do community events, they are all allowed to participate, and lots of times they do participate.
All right.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your question.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, right now we're going to have a commercial break. Oh, we actually have another caller, so we'll take that call before the commercial break. Oh, that caller actually just left, so we're going to go to a commercial break. The commercial is for a show that will be on tomorrow. It'll be on from 6 to 7. It is called Meet Us at the Cafe. The host is Charlotte Sistron, and she talks to unstoppable seniors in the community. Here's the commercial.
Coming to Richmond, Virginia. Presented by Meet Us Studio, Meet Us at the Cafe is a live in-studio series that shines a spotlight on the programs, services, and extraordinary people in the Richmond, Virginia and surrounding areas. Those right in our own backyard that help our unstoppable seniors live life to the fullest and age with dignity. From older adults rediscovering their passions to community initiatives making a lasting difference, Meet Us at the Cafe will introduce you to the resources that can help navigate this part of your evolving journey, whether it's for yourself or someone you love. Meet Us at the Cafe. Conversations for us, by us, and with us. Unstoppable Seniors. Stay tuned.
All right, make sure you check out Meet Us at the Cafe. Now let's get back into the conversation. So you see the clothes that we have on now, 40 Plus Double Dutch. We need to find out a little bit more about that. And of course, we have the captain here who can kind of give us more information about the gear that we have.
Okay, so I'll talk about the gear, but as respects joining the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club, we know that there's no joining fee to join the club.
Yes.
The only thing they ask is that we purchase a t-shirt yearly with our name and age on the back. And so that's all we need to do in order to be an official member of the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club.
All right, let's take this call here. You're on with Around Richmond.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to say I have started joining the Richmond group about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I
Awesome.
am enjoying it. Miss Teresa and her entire gang have been so welcoming. I can't yet jump double dutch, but I'm working on it, and I'm going to keep coming.
Okay,
All right.
so your experience has been good. Can you tell some of the viewers why do you keep on coming back?
It's fun. They're welcoming. It's exercise. I haven't yet had the opportunity to participate in any of their outside activities, but I look forward to that too.
All right, well, thank you so much for calling.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks. Yeah, so it's good to hear from
Yes.
one of our regular members.
That says she has fun. That's what we want. We don't want anybody to come in feeling intimidated. We try to make it as welcoming as possible because we ultimately want them to come back and be a part of it. And when they feel good, then they bring somebody else because they want someone else to experience that along with what they're experiencing. I was talking about the gear before the caller came in.
Yes.
If you go to the website, Lord, there's a plethora of gear.
Right.
You can order a red t-shirt, you can order a black t-shirt, you can order a gray t-shirt, you can order a white one, whatever. You can order leggings. They have
Shorts.
all kinds of
Rain jackets.
wonderful gear on the website. Here again, the only thing, there's no fee except for the purchase of a t-shirt to become an official member. And so once you do that, you're good until you have another birthday. If you look at the back of our shirts, except for Tara, she has on a jersey, which is really nice as well. You will have our birth dates on the back, not our birthday, our ages on the back of our t-shirts. And that's on the back of all of the t-shirts that we are official here. So.
All right. So now let's go on to our conversation again.
Yes.
Now, how has Double Dutch helped you in building teamwork and cooperation skills?
Oh, we have to have
Oh no, both of you.
we have to be a team. We want to be a team because no person can do it alone. Even when we go out to different events, community events, we need a team to jump. I can't. If I went up there alone, that would serve no purpose. I can't jump by myself.
Right.
We need at least 3 people to jump. So we have to create an environment where it's team friendly. When we set up on Thursday nights, no one person is going to be there every Thursday night to set up and break down the equipment and the things that we use. So we try to incorporate, we want everybody to feel included, not just when we go this place or that place, but whatever we do, we want people to feel like they are a part of a team because we are a team and we want to remain that way. So we make sure everybody feels included in the setup. We make sure everyone is included in the breakdown. When we go out, we invite everybody. We just want everybody to feel a part of this sisterhood.
And what do you have to say about that subject?
There's a lot of coordination in this group. So we also have started this year celebrating birthdays quarterly. So we have to have different events. And so what Ms. Teresa had us to do is create subgroups to help alleviate some things from being on just her hands. But so then you have the subgroups that get together to try to plan an activity, and then you have to bring that back to everybody, try to whatever, doing head count, calling a restaurant or the bowling alley or whatever to plan. So,
and I think that if you put it all on one person, you eventually get burnt out, and people get envious. They don't want to do it because it feels like it just falls on one person. So if it's a team effort, it works really, really much better. My co-captain, I couldn't make it without my co-captain, Jen Allen. There have been times that I wasn't feeling, talking about team effort, I may not have been feeling well and can't make it to the meeting. Well, I got a co-captain. She will get there and make sure everything is done. There's been a time that we met at the Richmond night market. I was sick. I couldn't make it. So she went there and led the effort, did everything from top to bottom, so start to finish. So we have to have a team environment in order to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish.
So basically it gives you exposure to leadership, because we sometimes, like I said, it's not always the captain or the co-captain. There's just been team members who have led some of the smaller things that we've done. So leadership, buildings, so.
Yeah, and I know I wasn't able to take part, but I just appreciate the team building things that we do. Like there was recently a team building exercise, or actually a team building event where you were talking, the bling bling. And you actually had your water bottle.
Yes, I have.
So she has her water bottle and it's blinged out. And so these are the type of things that we do outside of Double Dutch. So it's like a sisterhood, like you said, the birthdays, and it just extends far beyond
creativity, because there was someone who decided to take on the first birthday quarter and we went bowling. And then someone took on the second quarter and we did the birthday bling. And then we have a little committee now planning the third quarter. So we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. And then on top of that, we have our anniversary. The
anniversary celebration coming up. Our 3rd year anniversary is coming up on August 4th. We're going to be celebrating later in August, but it's August 4th. We've got a whole team of people
committee of people working on that. So it's a lot of opportunities to expose yourself, to work on groups, be a leader, just help out and assist however you can.
Yeah, and we're big in the community. So what I really appreciate about 40 Plus Double Dutch is that when I first moved here, I substituted for several different schools, and like the kids, nobody knew how to jump double dutch, and so I was at the schools doing research, trying to teach the kids how to jump double dutch, introducing them to something that is almost extinct a lot, because of video games and social media, different things like that. A lot of kids don't go outside.
True.
So by being a part of this organization and going to different festivals and community events, we've reintroduced this art form to the kids, and hopefully they take that home and go outside and jump and exercise, and because at the events they're excited. I love to be able to do that and be a part of a mission to bring that back into the community, that physical fitness, that excitement. And like I said, I was reading an article, it actually is proven to have calming effects as well. So there are so many benefits, and to be able to be a part of this is amazing.
Yes, and to piggyback on what you said, when we went to the Mayberry School, it was so exciting because the kids, they were excited about us jumping, but when we encouraged their teachers to jump, there was a whole another level of excitement in that room. Those kids, I guess they just couldn't believe that their teacher could jump. And we had a man, and most of them was women, but we also had a man, and those kids almost jumped up to the ceiling. They were so excited to see that.
And with that, the fact that when we tried to shut down, one little girl was so upset that because she didn't get an opportunity to jump that she cried, and so we had to extend it a little bit longer. So the children want to do it. They're excited. They just haven't been exposed to it. So if they are exposed to it, I think they will grab hold to it. And we've been to a few schools. We went to Bouchard School last year, I think it was.
I was there.
We did that, and We had a great time there. Then Mayberry this time. Then we're going to Metropolitan Baptist Church to do their school, the summer camp coming up soon. We've just had a lot of success. We went to Meadowbrook. We had a wonderful time at Meadowbrook High School. There's so many things that we've done. I guess I forget some of them, but Meadowbrook High School was a complete, it was a blast.
What about that time someone invited us to be a part of their birthday celebration?
We went to a birthday celebration. We had a great time there. I can't remember 50th birthday or 60th birthday. I can't remember which year it was, but we had an awesome time there. Yes.
And then we are talking a lot about Double Dutch and the different things we do as related to Double Dutch. But as we talked about earlier, we don't just do Double Dutch.
No, we do
We
not.
do a lot of other things as well. We have another call coming in.
Okay.
All right. Hello, this is Around Richmond.
Hi, I'm here. I understand you have a program on regarding Double Dutch.
Yes, this is the 40 Plus Double Dutch show. We're actually live.
Wow. Wow. I'm not that familiar. Can you tell me a little about it?
All right, as we've been discussing, 40 Plus Double Dutch Club is a national club that promotes Double Dutch. Miss Teresa, you can go ahead and give more information. She's the captain.
Yes, it's a club for women that are 40 and up. We get together on a weekly basis. We jump Double Dutch, but that's not the only thing that we do. We do hula hoop, we do hopscotch, we do jacks. Any of the games that we play, lemon twist, any of the games that we played as children, we get together for an hour and a half on Thursday nights here in Richmond at Hickory Hill Community Center. Now, I'm not sure where you are. I'm assuming that you're local, but you can hook up with us any Thursday night at Hickory Hill Community Center from 6 to 7:30. But we have subclubs all over the U.S., 100 plus subclubs all over the United States. We also have a club in Israel, Germany, and Canada. So it's not it's not just Richmond, Virginia. We have clubs all over the world, really. So.
Well, I'm in DC. Anything in DC?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we have a nice
yeah.
chapter.
Audrey Thomas is a delegate, and also Valerie Francis. If you go to our Facebook page, you will see a listing of all of the subclubs. Just put in your state or your district, wherever you live, and you can scroll down and find out where the subclubs are in your area. Certainly there's one in DC.
Oh, wow. I love Double Dutch.
Yes, we have.
And can you just tell some of the physical benefits of the activities
Oh, yeah.
that you offer?
Get that blood flowing.
Yeah, definitely gets the blood flowing. I was actually reading an article. I actually have an article since you wanted to ask about that. So, according to the article, it's actually blackdoctors.org. Jumping aids in the development of the right and left hemisphere of your brain. Okay?
Oh, wow.
That further improves reading skills, enhances memory, and makes you more mentally alert. Jumping on the balls of your feet requires your mind and body to make neuromuscular adjustments to imbalances created from continuous jumping. So there's all types of health benefits. And then it says it also helps with ADD and ADHD in children. So it goes on and on. So it's just not the physical fitness piece. And
as we get older, here again, we are women 40 and up. Our muscles are meant to be in motion. And so when we become sedentary, we get stiff and all kinds of things happen. So the fitness piece is Double Dutch is excellent for the fitness piece.
It is.
Because it gets every muscle in your body going. When you jump and you're moving everything.
yes. So physical, mental.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad I came across this because I'm going to get my rope out.
Okay. All right.
Listen, DC is not so far from Richmond,
It might not
Virginia.
be Double Dutch right now, but I'm going to contact the DC connection, and I'll be single jumping right now, but I'm going to get into the Double Dutch as well. That's
Wonderful.
Yes,
Wonderful.
that'll work.
Awesome.
All right, thanks so much for your call.
Okay, well, thank you. My name is Maureen Young.
Hi, Maureen Young.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
And I'll be listening in to your show.
All right, thank
more
you.
often.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Another call.
All right, here we go. Another call. All right, you're on with Around Richmond.
Hi, yes, my name is Nikki Williams, and I was just calling to say that I think that what you all are doing is amazing. It has inspired me. I'm a 50-year-old woman, and just to see all of you fabulous women out there doing your thing, it reminds me of when I was younger, and it just inspires me. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your comment. We really appreciate you calling in.
All right.
All right, thanks so much.
Come join us.
Yes, come join us. If you want to get in on a conversation, give us a call, 804-646-7172. That's 804-646-7172. All right, let's continue the conversation. So what is the most impressive or challenging double dutch routine you ever had to personally perform? Now, as far as that's concerned, we're trying to work on our routine. So now, with the national exposure, Access Hollywood, Tamarind Hall. We also had Jennifer
Shepherd.
Yep.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson. And so with all that national exposure, we go out and jump. We have fun. But now there needs to be a routine put together so that when we go out, we represent the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club and we can show our skills in an entertaining fashion. So we're working on that, and we actually have some people who are coming to train.
Yeah, we are working on that, and we're going to get it together because we want to represent well.
Yes.
And so our delegate who lives in Washington, D.C., Audrey Thomas, is going to be working with us later in the month, actually in August, on putting together a routine for performance. We haven't been performing. We've been going out interacting with the crowd. We've been going out teaching children to jump, that kind of thing, but in actual performance, we haven't really performed. And so we are in the process of getting performance ready.
Yes, so we are getting performance ready, and so all around Richmond, we'll have some routines now.
Yes, we have some absolutely amazing jumpers in the Richmond, Virginia Subclub.
Yes.
There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to have, Naya included, we're going to have a wonderful performance team.
Yes.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. All right, now what is your favorite double dutch saying? I have one. It's beyond the ropes,
Oh, I have that
which
shirt.
is coined by.
But we also, like you said, we're active in the community. We help sisters when we can. It's not just about the jump rope anymore. It's about the whole entire movement. It's about the entire movement.
Now, what is the most surprising or unexpected benefit that you've experienced from participating in double dutch?
Oh, well, connecting. And I say connecting because for two reasons. Not just with the people that come to our meetups and you get to meet people and find out people live on the same side of town you live on, because like she mentioned, we meet in Southside. I live near the airport. I'm like, I don't want to go to Southside. And then you find out, oh, we got like 10 sisters in here that's from your same area of town, but connecting. But the one thing regarding connecting, I'm from North Carolina, and I still have family in North Carolina. I've actually connected with the sisters in North Carolina, the Double Dutch sisters in North Carolina, and gone to like 3 meetups with them. And I love that because it just gives you, it just extends it a little bit beyond Richmond. So I enjoyed that.
I do too. I'm 67 and I don't mind. I'm proud of being 67. I retired 2 years ago. I would have never thought that after I retire, I'm going to meet all of these people, all of these ladies. I mean, every week is 4 or 5 new ladies that I'm meeting. So at this particular stage in my life, I wouldn't think I would be making all these new friends. But I am, and I'm loving every minute of it. And the fact that what you said, I don't care where you go. If you go to 100 different cities in the United States, you are able to connect with someone else of like mind. You won't be there alone, because if you have a 40+ Double Dutch Club there, you're gonna have someone there that you're gonna feel just like family. So it's the connection for me. It's just, it's something that's beyond the ropes.
Yes, it's the connection for me also. Like, my passion for Double Dutch is so strong, and to be with other women who share that same passion is amazing. Like, to be able to be in the airport going to the national convention last year, and we had ropes, you know. So I'm not just pulling out my rope, you know, and dangling it, and everybody's like, what are you doing? No, we're jumping in the airport, okay? Yes. So we take out the rope, we jump in the airport, we introduce it to people who are walking through the airport. I mean, we have people, during the time that I was in the airport with 40+ Double Dutch, we had people from London jumping in the rope, people from all over, international, jumping in the rope, enjoying, young, old. You had people young, as if we were in Disney World, you know, and just really enjoying the art of Double Dutch. It amazes people, because, you know, you don't see it every day anymore. People are not outside jumping anymore. People are not outside playing anymore. You know? And so the internet, social media, different things like that, you know, have everybody, I mean, you know, everybody's inside now. So now we are doing our part.
Keeping it alive.
We're doing our part in getting people back outside. Yes. So with that being said, let's move on. We got a little bit more time in the show here. So, what is the most important lessons you learned through your Double Dutch journey?
Actually, I'm never alone. As long as I have a Double Dutch sister, you know, you're never alone. You always have somebody that cares about you. I really feel that way. When I leave, that sometimes I'm tired. You talk about coming from the West End. I mean, from Sandstone, East End. I live on South Side, but there are days when I just don't feel like going to Double Dutch practice or meet up. But if I just put one foot in front of the other and make my way there, once I'm there, I'm good. And it's just so comforting to be there amongst those ladies. And the love, I may be the captain, but the love I receive in return is just unmatchable. So it's amazing.
For me, I would say it would be no excuses, because, I mean, it's in the title, 40+, but to see women 67, 66 jump in the rope, I'm like, there is no excuses. And almost kind of how I ended up really joining, because on my first day there were 2 ladies, and they came from Crew, Virginia. And they were like, they're going to join. And again, I'm huffing and puffing about coming from the East End. And when they said they were going to join, I'm like, what is your excuse? So, no excuses has been my biggest lesson.
And you know the fact that, just to piggyback on that a little bit, we have 2 ladies right now that are coming from Fredericksburg, as far as Fredericksburg, Virginia. Another young lady comes from Newport News, Virginia. So I'm going to make my way to that center on Thursday nights, not to disappoint any of them, because if they can come that distance, I can come from around the corner.
Exactly. And one thing that I appreciate is that, you know, this is an art form.
Yes.
So this is definitely an art form, and a lot of times in African American culture, we don't realize that we have a unique culture. And so to see people really appreciate this art form, and, you know, to be a part of that and bring it into the community, and to be able to talk about Double Dutch and how I'm from Philadelphia, and this is something that was just ingrained in, you know, my everyday childhood. and people look and they listen, and this is a part of my culture as an African American, something that I can identify with, you know, and I have a whole host of other people who are sharing that story and sharing that history. Now it's history of Double Dutch, and like kind of imparting that to other people, to younger people, to younger generations, so we can kind of make sure that it stays alive, you know. And so that is my take on Double Dutch and the importance that it has for me. All right, now we got a couple more minutes left here. Oh, okay, it is 8:26. That is a picture of us, the 40 Plus Double Dutch Club. You see all of us at our meetup. You can join. Your picture could be right in it. You can be a part of that picture.
Over 40.
If you're a woman over 40, definitely. And we've talked about a lot of things today. We've talked about how to get involved in 40 Plus Double Dutch. And Miss Teresa, if you can just give people information about how to get involved one more time.
Yep, if you want to be involved in the Richmond, Virginia Subclub or wherever you are, just go to 40plusdoubledutchclub.org or 40plusdoubledutchclub.com. It's gonna come up. Just scroll down and read the information and connect with the club that's closest to you. There's a calendar, a map, all of that information is on the website. Or you can message me if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, Teresa Shackelford, and I will certainly get back to you. Just send me a message via Messenger.